day everyone. So for today's lesson, me and my groupmate will be discussing about construction of test draft of TOS. The learning outcome. At the end of this video, student will be able to construct a test draft of a quarter. Factors to consider in preparing test questions. Orlando and Antonio, 1984. Purpose of the test. Time available to prepare, administer, and score the test. Number of students to be tested. Skill of the teacher in writing the test. Facilities available in reproducing the test. To be able to prepare a good test, one has to have a mastery of the subject matter, knowledge of the pupils to be tested, skill in verbal expression, and the use of the different test format. Characteristics of good test. Validity, reliability, usability. Other things to consider: scorability, interpretability, and economical. General steps in test construction. Produce a TOS. In producing a TOS, we should determine the coverage of your exam. The next is to draft. In drafting, you should determine your teaching objectives for each topic area. The next step is order. In this step, you should determine the duration for each content area. You should write down how long you spent teaching in a particular topic. The next step is the test. In this step, we should determine the test types for each objectives. And the next step is analyze. In this step, we should polish your terms of specification. Make sure that you have covered all the important topics that you wish to test. And the last one is the submission. Table of specification or TOS. A two-way chart that relates the learning outcomes to the course content. It enables the teacher to prepare a test containing a representative sample of student knowledge in each of the area tested. So, table of specification is a tool used to ensure that a test or assessment measures the content and thinking skills that the test intends to measure. The levels of cognitive domain. The levels are the guiding post in constructing test items. Regardless of what type of teacher may test, the teacher will prepare. The items must follow the pattern set for evaluation. The following items are features of labels with regards to the objectives of the lessons. The levels of cognitive domain. The cognitive domain, as we all know, it is designed from lower order thinking skills to higher order thinking skills. In order to develop the mental skills and the acquisition of knowledge, of an individual. So the first one is knowledge or remembering, comprehension or understanding, application or applying, analysis or analyzing, synthesis or creating, and the last one is evaluation or evaluating. Tips in preparing the table of specification. Don't make it overly detailed. It's best to identify major ideas and skills rather than specific details. Use a cognitive taxonomy that is most appropriate to your discipline. Weigh the appropriateness of the distribution of checks against the student's level, the importance of the test, the amount of time available. So for further explanation about constructing the table of specification, my groupmate will continue the discussion.
Constructing the table of specifications. I'm going to discuss the step in constructing the TOS or table of specifications. I believe that you have a background already in constructing the TOS or table of specifications. It tackled in assessment and learning. In constructing the TOS or table of specification, we have to place first in what grade level of objective should be used and what are the topics. So these are the steps in constructing the TOS. Step 1. Determine the topics to be included in the test. The content areas or objectives. Step 2. Determine the number of hours, minutes allotted or you spent for each topic. This means you have to go back to your course outline or syllabus. Number of minutes spent for the topics. Step 3. Determine the total numbers of test items. This step is either the prerogative of the teacher or institutional. Keep in mind that certain types of questions require a certain length for students to complete an item. The true or false questions, 15 to 30 seconds per question. Multiple choice, recall questions that are brief, 30 to 60 seconds. More complex multiple choice questions, 60 to 90 seconds. Multiple choice problems with calculation, 2 to 5 minutes. Short answer, 1 word, 30 to 60 seconds. Short answer, longer than 1 word, 1 to 4 minutes. Matching, 5 premises, 6 responses, 2 to 4 minutes. Short essays, 15 to 20 minutes. Data analysis and graphing, 15 to 25 minutes. Drawing models and labeling, 20 to 30 minutes. Extended essays, 35 to 50 minutes. Total number of items in the examination. Step 4. Determine the number of items per topic or content area. Formula: total number of items divided by total number of minutes equal result x allotted minutes of a topic. Example: total number of items 60, total number of minutes 1260, allotted minutes of a topic 180. 60 divided by 1260 equals 0.048. 0.048 times 180 is equal to 8.64. But this is not yet the final result. We have to round off the values to a whole. However, we must make certain adjustments. If all values are rounded off, it will not total correctly to the overall number of items. Step 5. Determine the levels of difficulty and their percentages in the examination. The Bloom's taxonomy. Example, knowledge 20%, comprehension 20%, application 35%, thesis 15%, synthesis 0%, evaluation 10%, total of 100%. Levels of difficulty and their percentages. Always reserve a column for item placement for each level of difficulty. Step 6. Determine the number of items for each topic per level of difficulty. Formula: multiply the allotted number of items per topic with the level of difficulty. Number of items per each topic per level of difficulty. These values must be rounded off to a whole number. However, these values are not final and need to be adjusted. You will have the prerogative as to where in the level of the Bloom's taxonomy you will place your number of items. As long as there is a balance of allotment in each level of difficulty. Step 7. Step 7. Make sure the vertical and the horizontal sum of the items are correct. Step 8. Write the item placement for each numbers of items. Assigning placement or numbering of items can be done horizontally, vertically, or both. The bottom line is the ending number should correspond to your total number of items. Step 9. Complete the table of specifications, making sure everything is in place. Write the necessary headings and your name as the instructor. Step 10. Always have your TOS side by side your examination draft. And make sure you have followed the number of items, levels of difficulty, and levels in the Bloom's taxonomy as basis for your test constructions. And that would be all. Thank you.